Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're having a great day. We're going to be playing some Euro Truck today. So please can like, share, and follow. Super appreciate it if you did so. Get that word out. If you have a friend you want to tag, that kind of thing, that's awesome. Publish the poll here. Make sure things are working. Right, let's see here. Looks like the screen works. Fix my hair a bit. Right, let's see here. Looks like this, and jump back to there. And I think we're good. It doesn't want to slide, eh? Up a bit. There. Go back into the game. There we go. I got relocated, something updated. We're back in Dresden. So there we go. Back to this view. And we'll get the radio going. Clyde, thank you for sharing. Robert, thank you for liking. Clyde is first indeed. Joey's here. Hello. Look at Joey's 255 days. That's awesome. Thank you, Joey, for being here. Here, let's work. He works in his bite. Fire Devil, thank you for liking. And we got to find a job because something must have updated in the game. Maybe a new thing got added. So we're going to the job market and finding something from Dresden because that's the home base. There we go. Thank you for sharing, Joey. Much appreciated. We could take a boiler part for 20 grand. Grain air undercarriage for 86. How far is that going? All the way down there. Not bad, although it's like a rush job. $50. I mean, it should have reset us, right? These are 20 grand though. Those are big hauls too, eh? I don't think we've carried a boiler part before. Let's do that one maybe. Escorted mission. There we go, guys. Let's go get that. So I hope you're all well, guys. I don't know if everybody knew what part or what door was what, so I put an example. It doesn't necessarily mean that car. But those are typical examples for that though. So more the door style is what I was going for. In case you're wondering. But yeah, there's all sorts of neat kind of doors. There's well 8 different door types to choose from, you know. We're 8 kilometers away from this thing. We'll go grab it. Then we'll be hauling the boiler part, eh? Zach, thank you for liking. Nando, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Oh, crap. Burbag, thank you for liking. Alright, we're going to be hauling the big thing here right away. Gotta get to the end of this road. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't done your taxes yet, they're due soon. So you might want to get on it. You know, nobody wants your money more than the government. Although you never know, you might get a refund, which is good. Alright, there we go. Find the screen. Alright. We are prepared. Look at that giant bugger. Looks like a giant crock pot. I don't know what that guy's fixing. He's securing it, I guess. Got a hockey player on our truck. Just what you wanted to see when you come to a trucking stream is some hockey. Hey? Oh, awesome. Alright, you guys. We're gonna be hauling this big bugger. Big crock pot. And here we go. One truck's gonna wait for me. I better turn my lights on. There we go. So we don't want to get a ticket for having no lights. I think we're clear. Oh, crap. We dragged the rail. Well, that's crappy. Right out the bat, eh? Hope you're impressed by this talent. There we go, we're off. Over here before this other guy hits us. Logging truck. We don't want to spill logs all over the road. Alright. So here we go, folks. I don't know what changed. Good thing I didn't have a load. I just ready to get dropped off or something, eh? That would have sucked. You know, have like a load that took like 2 hours or something to haul. Oh, I took out the sign. Guess they shouldn't have put that there. Alright. You're wondering what I'm talking about. It was in the mirror. You could see I knocked the sign over. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. Don't have to worry about lights because we're being escorted. We can go in the red. A little bit wide because, you know, we don't want to hit the rail. Because like most games, rails are very damaging. These video game companies, they think that rails have no give when a giant truck hits them. Pat, thank you for following. Much appreciated. And thank you for being here. I hope you're having a great day. Alright. We are allowed to go 60, so let's pick her up a bit here. We don't want to be late. That would suck. Get her up to 60. We'll set the cruise. There we go. Our cruise is at 62 apparently. We don't care about the lights because we are being escorted. Gotta worry about not speeding or crashing into stuff. And having our lights on. We gotta have our lights on because those are all tickets. We'll be turning up here. Can't follow them directly because they got every sign on the way. Ben, thank you for liking. I hope that you're doing well. You gotta make sure we're in this lane. They don't like that when you go in the other lane. Makes their jobs confusing, I guess. Alright, guys. It's intense. Because we got a curve. Let's hopefully not damage the cargo at all. Go through these curves. We don't want no damage. Then they'll have to hire a welder. Hopefully it fits under the bridge, eh? Imagine. Oh, we're okay. Alright. We got straight away after this, so we should be okay in a second. Gonna wait for him to go over. There we go. We're still going 59. I can't drive 55. Good Van Halen, eh? Alright. Changing lane maneuver is coming. You're gonna be going left. They don't know how to change without slowing right down, I guess. Crap, dudes, let's go. No cars. I think we should fire that guy. He shouldn't stop all my momentum. He doesn't know how to shift over a lane. I gotta get my speed back up. Time is money, bub. Alright. Back up to speed. I wonder if truckers do that. They just kind of groove to their free Facebook music. Yes, indeed. That is what I do in my little virtual trucking world here. I groove to the free Facebook music. You guys are probably lucky. If I could play real music, you'd hear everything like pattern. Which, you know, might be a good thing. Mixed in with some Canadian music too, actually, probably. I like Canadian music too. Got to do those CRTC guidelines. All right. We have 200 kilometers to go. Up there, eh? Weird. This is just the chair. Slow down before we rear end our escort vehicle. Can't handle going 60 apparently. Passing everybody. That's what we do. Alright guys, you think we can do this accident free if you don't count the grinding the rail at the beginning? I think Magic 8 Ball says the chances are good. Unless we roll 20 on our D20, we'll be okay, I think. We'll be ahead of schedule if I can keep this guy moving a little faster than the speed limit. Alright, here we go. $144, we already made it 25% of the way from when last time I said the kilometers. Sweet, eh? If you like that, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Be much appreciated. Get that word out for me. The more you like now, the better. If you have a friend you want to mention, just at them. Say, hey buddy, come on over here. Come on over and I'll say hello. Ugh. We're going 69, dude. Or slow it down a bit, eh? Want to rear end this guy. Spoilers can't get in if you're in an accident. Imagine that thing rolled onto the road, how hard it'd be to get back on the truck. Have to get a special crane out here. Hey, there's hay over there. Must be hay in season. Oh, traffic. Move my mouse. There we go. Grab a candy. There we go. More hay. All right, you guys. Nothing more soothing than a candy while you talk lots. Just one of them Hall's candies, nothing special. Alright, look at that guy in his fancy boop there, eh? Alright, so we're closing in on 80 kilometers, or 78 now even. So this trip's going fairly smoothly. May we raise our glasses together in celebration soon. You guys could even pretend you're driving that escort vehicle. That'd be pretty cool, eh? It'd be like the ultimate job. If you got sucked into a video game, you could be the escort driver for trucks. Benny, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Hope you're having a great day. And if you are new to the channel, I'm a variety streamer. I've been doing a lot of Euro Truck recently. Played some baseball yesterday. Play hockey on Fridays. Other games I've played recently have been Assassin's Creed, Cyberpunk. So I'm all over the place. Multiple genres. Whatever I'm craving at the time. All games are pretty fun. But this is a good old job game where you drive trucks. You have a crew of drivers and you know, they earn you money and you buy garages. You earn millions and millions of dollars because your trucking company is so prosperous. This particular iteration is in Europe. And for 20 grand, we are hauling this giant boiler from one place to another. Because they need it. They need this giant package. Gotta be careful here. So we don't drag that rail, right? Take her easy, this is a heavy load. Oh, we're getting close on the left. Oh, on the right, I mean. Woo! That was close. Got the rail a bit. Like that rail wouldn't fold. Almost got the cop car, you see that? Alright. I wonder when it resets everybody. Like how it put me back in Dresden, if it resets all your drivers too. Very interesting. Anyway, you guys, thank you for being here. Be super awesome if you return. Make sure you hit that follow button. And we'll hang out, you know? We'll hang out here. We can drive around Europe together. We can explore many universes together. Whatever game I happen to be playing. Maybe you'll find a game that you're interested in. Maybe you'll just hang out and decide to chat, or you know, just hang out, you know, you don't have to chat, certainly. You have yourself a fine radio here. Or I'm a voice made for radio. Is that what they say? Something like that. Yod, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. You won't catch me in Yod's Apex universe too much. I haven't even played that game. I heard that that Titanfall actually has gotten a really increase in traffic recently because of some Apex stuff that seems associated to Titanfall. I don't know, maybe Yod can verify what the connection to Titanfall is. I don't know. But Yod plays the Titanfall. So we're driving Yod where he needs to go to play Titanfall. Or not Titanfall, he plays the Apex. Might play Titanfall. Have you ever played Titanfall, Yod? William, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. This, eh? Okay, their boiler almost where it needs to be. We're getting there. We can make this smooth. There we go. We'll decouple. Excellent. Anything else good here, eh? That's not here. Alright, what else they got? Pressure tanks. Electronics. This one's a good one. I'll go to Sweden, eh? Oh, crap. Fence. I have lots of environmental awareness, as you can see. Let's go grab this stuff and go to Sweden, man. Here we go. Jason, thank you for liking and sharing. Much appreciated. Alright, you guys. I'll fold that back just a touch so that I stick in my ear. Police car, we gotta be careful not to speed then, eh? Alright. Power Play Gaming, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Rajveer, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Alright. We're gonna be turning right here. We still got 50 kilometers. Mohammed, thank you for following. Much appreciated. 50 kilometers to go pick up our load here. Oh, we can speed again. The cop went that way. There we go. Alright, we're on our way almost to Sweden. Hello, Rajveer. How are you? Welcome. I hope everything is going well for you. Alright, tour in Europe with Rajveer. You know it. This is the guided tour here. We're following a Renault logistic truck right now. We were following the PD, but they turned left. There's some sunflowers in case you've never seen any of those recently. There's a lot of them right there. Lots of sunflower seeds going to be going out to the baseball players or whoever needs those. Oh crap, where'd that cop come from? He must have pulled a fast one on me and turned around. What a rip. Wasn't really speeding, was I? Have an instant replay. Alright. Same guy too, he must have changed his mind. Didn't want to be in front of me. Alright, we're gonna go up here. Watch him turn around and follow me up here now, eh? Alright, groovy music, eh? Isn't that a nice forested area? That's what a lot of Canada looks like when you drive towards Alberta from BC. There's plenty of trees, that's for sure. If you look on my Instagram, I think I even put a video of that highway a bit in the winter, tree after tree. Uh-oh, they got something in the way here. Better not hit it. Right, we're around them. Some sort of mine or something, eh? I worked at a mine before. Talk, tick, tock. A pressure tank. Right in the middle. Probably going past the speed limit down here, eh? We get to see the mines usually during the day, though. Kind of cool. I assume it's that way somehow. Or maybe it's not. It's the other way. How do you get over there? Over here. Not the biggest mine, but you know, they're getting things done. They got some benches. Those ledges, those are called benches. Tick tock. I don't know if I'd want to park my truck there. Which one is it? There we go. We found our target here. Now we just gotta figure out how to get out of this joint. All right, here we go. 1462 kilometers. Hopefully we won't have to sleep too much extra because we started tired. We're gonna make the big bucks. Although one of them is a ferry ride. So with the ferry ride in there, we should be okay for some sleep anyway. We can just sleep on the ferry. All right, let's wave bye to security there. We're out of here. All right, cement again. All right, you guys. Anyone have any good car games? I see Spy with my eyes on the green. You're eating a burger from Farmer Boys. I've never heard of Farmer Boys. Where's that local to, Sean? Is that is that an American chain, or is that where do they originate? Or is it just like a mom and pop shop? You know how like some places are like, you know, there's a big lot of them, but they're only in a certain area or something. I had some Arby's earlier. Went with something light, a turkey sandwich thing, whatever it's called, Turkey Club. Pretty good. Had turkey on it. Really good. Well, that's always good. Alright, we're on the main drag here, Sean. Can you believe it? No. Do you have a favorite door you picked on the poll? Can't actually see the results of the fourth one because I made the explanations too long. You love anything turkey. Dude, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Lorena? Thank you for following, much appreciated. Oh, we almost got that boy. Alright, we got this thing, we gotta get this going here because, you know, we got 1,400 clicks. But I'm gonna skip this gas station and hope there's another one down the road. I like turkey sandwiches, like with just like butter and margarine and salt and pepper. That's really good. You know, just a little bit of flavor. Delicious, you know. Although it's not the same like sliced turkey, you know, that you get from a deli or something. I'm talking about where you cut it yourself. It's a little bit thicker, right? It's always amazing. And you know, it's never the same turkey that you get at some sort of place where it's like, you know, like cooked professionally or something like that. Oh, I just had like a Diet Coke. I'm pretty adventurous. They did good looking milkshakes there though. Then I went to a Dairy Queen after and grabbed one of them Royal Reese Blizzards. So I didn't want to have milkshake and a blizzard. You know. Probably only good to eat one ice cream. Although I thought the Royal Reese Blizzard was a little bit different than what it was, but it tasted like there was brownies in it and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I thought it was like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Reese's Pieces. Peanut butter. Changed a bit. Maybe their deal with Reese's Pieces fell off because they're McDonald's. Gotta adjust, man. Get you know, you gotta shift around once in a while. Be comfortable. Get her up to 80. Look at that sunlight, guys. In your eyes. Yeah, let's get her to 80 and then we'll set the cruise control because good thing to do. Keeps the speeding tickets down a bit, you know, when you have the cruise control on. Because, you know, when you're in a real car, you can feel the gas the way you need to feel it. But with, you know, the pedals for like these virtual steering wheel games, you know, it doesn't quite have that same feel as gas. Jimmy, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Your day as well. Thank you for joining me on my trucking trip today. There's some construction on the right there. Hope that jackhammer wasn't too loud for you guys. They're always jackhammering, eh? These highways, guys. In this game. We'll go to the next gas station. Jimmy, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Thank you for doing that. Super duper. Alright, you guys. Be prepared. We gotta find a gas station again now, and there'll probably be none forever. This is how it works. I skip all the gas stations until there's none. And then all of a sudden, when we need it, then there's none. I didn't mean there was a none. I meant there's none as in not one. I mean, that'd be cool if there was a none. I'd wonder what she was doing there, but... Eddie, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. I hope you guys are enjoying the free Facebook music. Oh, it's the best. Almost as good as the copyright stuff, eh? Alright. Hitting aside. Some of it's not bad, but, you know. I'd much rather be playing, like, Van Halen or something, you know? Hello, Kristen. How are you today? I hope your day is going well today. Well, you know, I always hope your day is going well. Not just today, but, you know, I would never wish a bad day on to anyone. You know, everybody's got to have a good day, you know? Although, I guess there might be some, like, you know, some activities or something that you might not want to go well. Like, you know, if someone was like a professional troller or something like that, we would want them to have a good time trolling. He's not here. I'd want them just to hang out and have a good time, relax, chill, you know, all that stuff, you know. Hang out. Oh, I had my nose itchy. Ah, there we go. I had some Arby's today. The turkey club. Do you like the Arby's turkey club, Kristen? And then I went to Dairy Queen after. Got the taxes done, so it was like, thank you goodness I didn't have to pay a bunch of monies. So, you know, as a treat. The blizzard I had was called the Royal Reese's Blizzard. We just sat down with a BLT. That's pretty close. The Turkey Club. It had bacon. It had bacon on it too. Where do we park? There's no parking spots where I want though. There's one on the other side there. Oh, there's a couple there. Drop the trailer off. You love the blizzards? Have you ever had the Royal Reese's Blizzard? I thought it was something else, but I think it was like brownies, Reese's peanut butter cups, ice cream, you know. That'd be weird if there's no ice cream in it. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, I was looking up the different types of doors for my poll today. And you know there's like 8 or 9 different types of doors? Like none of those ones listed are normal doors that you see every day, right? They're mostly on sports cars. But there's also like other kinds, like I didn't even know about. Like I didn't realize that some of those doors were even special, you know. I thought they were just normal doors, but they actually do. Like for example, the fourth choice there, like the one on the Aston Martin, I guess it's like a normal door, like opens like a normal door, but it lifts a little bit as it opens. I thought that was interesting. I really enjoy the Gull doors. I think that those make the car a lot easier to get into, but it probably would be awkward in a parking lot. You know, I think the least awkward would be probably the scissors doors. Although those are supposed to be really bad if you ever get flipped upside down. And then butterfly doors are very similar to scissors doors. They just kind of lift up and then like go like that. So it's a little bit different shape. So if you never knew, now you know. Oop. You gotta watch out for this rail. We're not Tony Hawk, you know, we can't ride that rail. That would not be good. Let's flip over to this lane here. Pass everybody. Oh crap! Oh! Well crap, man, I ran that car right over. Shouldn't have been looky-looing, pal. I didn't even get fined for that. You notice that? This dude stopped all of a sudden. Probably pushing him along. Good thing there's a lot of paramedics in the area. I don't even know what happened to him. Oh, there he is. I've been pushing him along. Good thing I dropped him off by the paramedics there. I damaged my car pretty good doing that too, you know. Looks like I'm gonna be paying about $8,000 from the looks of the little truck's wheels there. So it cost me some moolah. Some fabulous moolah, like the wrestler. Dude is stopping, eh? Alright. Let's get going here. Before they notice what happened. They're like, hey, someone hit me. Alright guys, here we go. We are cruising. Alright. We're out of that zone. I wanna be everything and so much more. Alright. We got 1162 kilometers to go. Probably need to sleep once. Unless we hit the ferry just right. I think there's a ferry in between. And then we'll be set. Very tired. Possibly, we'll see. It depends where that ferry is. You bought the Russia DLC yet? No, is it out now? I thought it was coming out yet. I got the Iberia one. That just came out. And I wasn't sure of the Russia date. If it is out, I didn't catch that it was out, so I'll have to still pick it up. But yeah, they have an Iberia, Exploring Iberia event. I did all the places in that. They have a Black Sea, yeah. There's one called Art of Russia. That's coming. I assume that'll be like, I think there'll be like one of the American truck DLCs first, and then I think that's when the Russian one will come out after that. Let's move this there. Sit up just a bit. Look at that fine adjustment, eh? Adjusting my seat. Oh, camera and everything. That sweet car passing us. Alright. Yeah, I got all the DLCs, as far as I know, all the DLCs that are either new types of cargoes and new types of maps that are official. But we are going towards Sweden here in this particular case. We're playing on one of the DLC maps anyway. As to which one went with which, I'm not sure. The only one I know is Iberia, because that one added later, which is Spain and Portugal. Alright. We are flying. Major intersection there, eh? We see a mechanic garage. I think I should stop in at the mechanics. Probably get some repairs, because banged up my tires a bit. Imagine that dude. Oh well, what can you do? He was lucky, Lewin. Other than smash right through him, of course. Oh, here we go. Let's slow down a bit. In some sort of residential area of Berlin. You don't want to run in with the law, you know. Be careful. 50 here. Right. That ain't nice and clear for turning. Actually turn down this road and discover that thing that's supposed to be discovered. Rajesh, thank you for following, much appreciated. That'll add too much to the trip. Oh, I can't go that way anyway. Well, crap. Let's get to see what that question mark was. Turn the other one, I guess. Oh, crap. $1,000 ticket. What I get, eh? William, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. And Azreth, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Can't tell what darn color the light is. There we go. Move things around a bit, eh? Well, we got to see a new part of Berlin. Alright. And those guys get you. Your little speeding tickets. You can't take a job for 10,000 or less because we'll end up losing money. Red light. We're in the red light. Here we are. It's LED. It's a red light. Alright, I just made that tune up. Not based on anything. go. I should write music, eh? Free internet music is probably beep beep boop up boop boop beep up. Oops, push the wrong button. We just didn't want to run over that squirrel, right? Amanda, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Look at these fine trees in this area here, guys. These artists took some time to make them trees look like trees. Some wind turbines. They look like the ones I see on Facebook all the time criticizing environmentalists. I have friends on both the left and right. The ones on the right like talking about wind turbines in a negative way. Alright. We're going to be going in a little bit right and then going left. Alright, here we go. Is she celebrating sleep? Is that what the singer's singing about? Alright. We like celebrating sleep. Alright. Vinyl, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Hope you're having a great day. Everyone that follows is making my day better. And I hope to see you every day. Make every day better. Alright. I'm so itchy. Well, we better go over here so we don't hit the bus. All right. Make sure I'm going the right way here still. Like skiing. All right, here we go. 936 kilometers to go. Oh, I can't forward back and forth anymore. There's someone passing me. Scoop. Oh crap, my engine malfunctioned. Definitely need to find a repair shop, I guess, eh? There we're having a good time going back and forth, and then the engine has to malfunction. Alright. Uh-oh, William H. lost us 38 pounds. Whatever. 38 euros. But he leveled up. So I guess there's that. Alright, you guys. Making a pretty good time on this route, eh? Nice, lots of nice highway. Fairly decent view, eh? On the left we got a lake or something. The right we got like, you know, pretty decent sized forest. Hamburg is coming up. Now we got hay on the left. Whenever I was younger, I'd see hay bales like that. I always mentioned how they looked like mini wheats. You know the cereal mini wheats? If you don't know the cereal mini wheats, it kind of looks like a hay bale. I remember camping one time, and somebody camping nearby got to eat breakfast with their kid, kind of thing. When I was a kid, of course. And they had that Weetabix cereal. That was pretty good. I like that. So I've had Weetabix not very often. My mom didn't like buying it, but once I was an adult, I've had Weetabix a few times. It is actually quite expensive for what you get, though. But pretty decent cereal, you know. You soak it in milk, it gets all like soppy and stuff. You know, but if you soak it in milk just right, you don't get it all soppy completely. And you have a little bit of kind of a little crunch to it still. It's really good. Richard, thank you for liking. Richard is a big fan of Weetabix. I think you know, if Richard tried hard enough, Weetabix might even become a sponsor of his. Wouldn't that be cool, eh? You never know. Then he could be on the front of the box. You know, like, 'cause I think Weetabix was the breakfast of champions, if I remember right. Richard's a champion. He plays hockey sometimes with us on the Fridays. And that's when we win, when we got Richard. At least some of the times, anyway. I'd say that qualifies him for being on a box of Weetabix. Alright. Over here, we got a couple turns to make. Alright, here we go, folks. Longest light ever. Man, lots of turns. Hey, we're at the ferry. Alright. Good that it saves me from having to sleep. Alright, here we go. Here we go, everybody. Yeah. If you haven't followed yet, please do so. Be super appreciated. That way you can hopefully catch me again in the future as well. You know, if I'm not doing your favorite, there's always a time where I could be doing your favorite, because I do play different games once in a while. Here and there, rotate in, rotate out, rotate in, rotate out. Crap, there's a couple of destinations. Remember which one it was, man. Oop. You guys didn't hear me smashing things around too much there. So we're going to Getzer. Why don't we just don't go to Trelleborg? You think that would save us some time, wouldn't it? I'm not going to Trelleborg. They want to go to Getzer. And out. Maybe it saves time. I don't know. Go to Trelleborg. See what happens. Probably just tell me to go back. Well, it's taking me on my way here. Maybe we found a shortcut, eh? You know, the GPS, I just suggested anyway. Maybe I saved some time because I didn't have to go to sleep. The other one was just a short ferry ride. Or maybe I wasted some time, I don't know. Either way, it's 8 hours and 26 minutes to where we gotta go. So, we should be able to do it without sleeping, but we're gonna be a little bit tired when we get there. Gotta watch our speed, you know. Alright, you guys, what do you think? Is that a good move or no? It did want me to go the other way originally. added 4 hours to the ferry ride, but then I didn't have to drive through a bunch of the cities and stuff. I don't know. But then I didn't have to sleep either. So I don't know, man. Probably half a dozen of one and half a dozen of the other kind of deal. Let's go together. Oh crap, all these cars here lined up. These car and everybody. Let's go! It's a green light, dude. Will this cop give me a noise violation ticket? Go right behind him. Maybe I should add more horns. There, that got him moving. Didn't know there was light there. Oh crap, did I just take the wrong turn? Probably. There's a garage. Oh, jeez. There's a garage there. Remia, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Let's mark the garage so I don't wind up turning the wrong way. I just did 12% damage. The one's gonna go left. Well, can do. I got a can do attitude. I could have went either way there, I'm sure. Better cross the road before that guy hits my trailer. I'm sure they won't mind me parking that in the middle of the street. You know, while I go in for like several hours of repairs. $15 grand worth, eh? Let's put on some horns. Thunder. We got thunder on both sides now. I wonder how the people feel about me parking my trailer in the middle of the street. They probably like that. There we go. Now we're good and fixed up. My light's on still? There. Right, guys. To the left. To the left. Here we go. Now that we're repaired, we'll be able to be more efficient, probably. I wonder if that horn's louder now. Do you guys think that's louder? I'd pay $1,000 for that horn, you know. Make myself heard. You guys sleeping in that apartment building probably like that. There we go. We'll honk at them, you know. There's probably a kid going up there, you know, asking for the horn to be honked. Air horn. Alright, let's get her back up. Going the right way here. $80. That's not 80, dudes. Get her going up to 80. Going 81. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Alright. We are on the way. 8 hours game time to go. We're gonna have it set. Get ready, get set. Alright, there's some hay. There we go. Helsingborg. We are cruising, man. I'm gonna make this turn here to the right. Any objections? All right. Now we got another straightaway going. Still going 81. Alright, can you guys believe it? We got 488 kilometers to go. Amazing. Nice roads here, eh? Nice view, nice roads, nice sky. That fine view. Got a skylight there too. Look at that, we didn't even crash when I showed you around. Oh, it's a little bit gray on that one side. Wonder if they got a storm coming in. Alright, that one's crossed out. You can't go that way, I guess. Don't skim the yellow dots or the yellow triangles. Alright, you guys. So, you didn't know what we're transporting. Here's what it is. It's a pressure tank. It's 12 tons and it's taking up a good portion of the trailer. But, you know, everybody needs pressure tanks, so we're getting them there. Well, not everybody, I guess. Whoever needs a pressure tank is getting one. Because they're paying the big bucks for me to transport it. Alright, you guys. If you look, you're right, we have a giant forest. You know, that's good for the environment, you know, having big forests. That's why they got that fence there. We can't run over the trees. You know, I don't know if you guys are into Forza at all, but I heard the next one's in Mexico. Or there's rumor of it anyway. That'll be kind of cool. That'll be the probably interesting variety of environments to drive through. I went to Mexico before on a vacation to a resort. I was in the Cancun area. Got to climb the Coba Pyramid. I got to swim in a cenote. I think that's how they pronounce it. Cenote. And oh crap, that was upside down. There's only one candy in there anyway. All right, 380 kilometers, guys. You know, the problem when you got by something like halls or something is, you know, you don't really need them 99% of the time, but they expire, so, you know, what the heck do you do with them, eh? So I think these ones are just cheap Safeway brand or something. So it's just some candy. Those guys really hit the brakes once you pass a certain percentage of them, I think. There we go. $320 to go. By the way, if you haven't hit that follow button, sure be appreciated if you did so. You can hit that like button. It helps a lot to let Facebook know, hey, maybe we could show this to more people. If you want to share it with a particular person, you can at them and, you know, let your friend know, hey, come on over, hang out. Rico, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Super appreciated. I'm not sure if I said your name right. That's a really unique name I've never seen before, so hopefully I was close. Yeah, you guys, that's awesome. If you follow, if you want to share it to your feed, you know, that's awesome too, you know, or even just hit that thumbs up. Feel free to participate in the poll and let me know what doors you like. It's for fun, you know, there's no big result of the poll other than I say at the end of the poll which one won. Well, close though. It's all very close. There's at least 3 of them tied. That's kind of cool. Either that or people are just indifferent about their doors, eh? Tried to add some car descriptions so you guys kind of know what an example of one, you know. There's a bunch of police pulled over somebody and a fire truck on the left. Another police car. We're flying, man. Looks like I'm going uphill, but I was speeding up, so I don't know. MD, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Our guy still has lots of energy, so we're going to be night driving a bit, I guess. You just turn on the brights, eh? Car in front of me is like, oh, you jerk. Alright, you guys. We have 246 kilometers to go. Be close. We should be able to do it without sleeping. Looking at the bed there, you can see how tired he is. Nice relaxing drive. We're going to Sweden. Almost there. 200 kilometers to go. I mean, that's still a ways, but I guess that's a pretty loose almost. Got past is good, eh? I can't believe it either, I know. We're making good time though, I think. We only had to sleep once so far because of the ferry. Had to add it to sleep. Not sure if I sped it up or slowed it down though, because I didn't take the suggested ferry route. At least it didn't make me go back or something, you know? Adjusted. Alright, you guys, we gotta pass this guy. There's no one in my lane. Right, we're over here, we're over there, we're everywhere. Past the whole gang. Now we can go over here again. Ramel, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Alright. We are 165 kilometers to go. It'll be amazing. Look at that building up there. There's not a building, it's like a rocket statue or something, or plane statue. It's kind of fun, eh? Go and check out my Instagram. I have a picture of photographs of a B-17 bomber. That's how they say it in television. B-17 bomber. It was a IntelliVoice game. Intellivision, a system released literally in the 1979 or 1980 or something like that. They had in like around 1983, I think it was. They had a module for IntelliVoice, it was called. So this added voice, like amazing voice, video games. I mean, you know, it's a pretty standard thing these days. But you know, before, crowd noise was that's pretty bad imitation of a television crowd, but you know what I mean. It didn't even sound like, you know, it's just digital, right? So it wasn't even real people or anything. No, not even blades of steel. Boo! It was standard crowd noises and stuff on their chip. They're very resourceful with what they had, but amazing when you think about it now. Yeah, boy, going doors gang. You're in the going doors gang. Oh, look, you pushed them ahead. Looks like even. See, they have the same taste. Sassy raid. How am I? I'm good, thank you. I'm trucking over to Sweden. That's pretty exciting. Thank you for being here and for the raid. Always nice to see Sassy. Sassy plays American Truck and Euro Truck and Wreckfest and No Runner, all sorts of things. Very similar taste in games, but she's got good taste. I add the sim games in there too myself. You know, I like simulation. You know, I really had a good time with Little Big Workshop. Daniel, I come limping in from Sassy Chat. You done crashed too much. Uh-oh. The pressure's on. I better not crash, eh? I did have a little bit of a looky-loo in front of me by an accident, and I smoked him right from behind. I didn't even get charged. I don't even know how to get into multiplayer, to be honest. I got World of Trucks, though. I just don't know how to go to where I'm doing other things other than picking up the World of Trucks external cargoes. Welcome. I have to figure that out one day. There's all sorts of cool things you can do with these games, you know, like mods and stuff. I'm running vanilla with the expansions. Multiplayer drag race with trucks. They got on Xbox Live, they just released on Xbox Gold, they just released a truck drag racing game. I noticed. I haven't tried it. It was some sort of, I don't know, free offer with gold. It was on the 15th, I think. If you got gold, guys, go grab it while it's free. Although I finally did connect up World of Trucks and then got the external cargo, so I got the Iberia check mark. There's another event. I should do an external contract for community something. Best community. I noticed on the blog. I think you just have to do an external contract that's over 500 kilometers. You get a special paint job that I'll never use. But hey, that means I got it, right? Like all this free stuff, you know, you get the pre-order for a game because you get some free item that you never use. You know, you get a extra item though, it's worth pre-ordering. I was looking at this game in the Xbox store today. Like some sort of classic arcade thing. You got some free wallpapers. I was tempted. Although I wasn't $56 tempted, but for a bunch of, you know, 1980s games, you know, I have plenty of those already. I made myself a you know, like with an iCade, I made myself like a little video game. Like I converted the iCade into an actual retro Pi cabinet. You know, I ripped my iPad. I had an iPad 1 back in the day from, you know, when it was brand new in Canada. It was a little bit after the States. It was about a year later after the States. Anyway, iPad 1 you can declip. Later models you can't. I took the screen off of the iPad, used that, and then I hardwired the wireless controller into the RetroPie and connected that to the arcade or the iPad screen. And so I got myself a little mini cabinet. Although the only problem I have with it, I gotta figure it out one day, is because the arcade or the iPad doesn't have a speaker technically because it's just a screen. I got an HDMI connector to it, and then I have the sound connected to analog, but it's always assuming it's HDMI. So I gotta figure out the settings on how to make it know it's analog, defaulting over to HDMI. I'm sure some people don't know what I was talking about just there, but basically the sound is a little bit off on something. As in, there's no sound unless you go in and change the setting manually, and there's hundreds and hundreds of games, and they all seem to be separate. Oops, I took out the sign back there. No, you guys can't believe it, but I did. Alright, you guys, we're almost at our destination. Groovy tunes, eh? Alright, get over here. And open up Sesames. Come on, dudes. Can you go slower with that? Where do you want it, dudes? Right there. Guess we can do that. Go to aerial view. The Little Mermaid. Work. Go behind it, probably. Bang, bong, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Probably gonna drag my trailer a bit, eh? Can I count? Uppers. Oh. Alright, that's annoying. Have to be precise, apparently. There we go. We did it. Good work. Damage penalty. Happy. We call BS. Neon. I don't know how tired my guy is. Probably pretty tired though. Yeah, he's pretty tired. Go to Stockholm. Open up. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. Here we go, everybody. We are flying. What happens if you go through the yellow axis? Probably nothing, eh? There we go. Turn right. Man, I wish I could just go up and down that signal on the one side instead of on the left and right. There we go. We're off to the races. Something. That guy was gonna cut me off. Whoa, a little wild, eh? 70. Here we are going to 83. I think I have a garage in this Stockholm, you know that? Not sure what the point of having all these car dealers as question marks is, to be honest, because I mean, once you discover one of each, then you can just order online after you bought a couple trucks. I mean, it probably should just unlock their whole map once you got the internet. Where I gotta go? You know what? Oh crap, there's somebody back there. Walter, thank you for liking. Hey, it's a Scanian dealer. Ones that get fixed now that I smashed into somebody, eh? Must be $300 that one hit. What do you like more? I've never streamed YouTube live. So that one, I'm sure is fine, but I haven't really watched much YouTube Live, or actually, well, I've watched some YouTube Live, but I've never streamed it, so I don't know the answer to that one. Hello, how are you? Good, thank you. Nice to see House of Hydra in the house. Ooh, look at that one, eh? 154, that must be a big trip. 21 grand to go to Bax Joe. Cars to Malmo, let's do that one. $49 a kilometer. That one's good money, but I don't have 3 hours. I'm better now that House is here. And Walter. And everybody else. How did your games go? Did you win? Did you get all the dubs? Oh, let's get over here. Thank a lot. Thank you for liking. Oh. Chris and Howdra, thank you for liking. That's the weirdest way of saying house. Howdra. That wasn't too far away, eh? It's right ahead. Her. Cars. One right there. All right. On our way. We're gonna have a good time. We don't clip that dude. There we go. I'll drive out on the sidewalk. Go check what that other question mark is, eh? You know what? We're gonna do a Red Hot Chili Pepper song right here. Going under the bridge. There we go, we went under the bridge. I don't want to ever see what I did before. Take me a place I know. Probably all messed up that song, I don't know the words off the top of my head. Gimba, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Oh yeah, so Walter, he's asking me, what do I like more, Facebook or Mixer or YouTube Live? Mixer was fun. I enjoyed Mixer. I like a lot of things about Facebook. So, I don't know. I've done way better on Facebook in terms of, you know, I think in terms of, like people following and stuff. Although Facebook was, or Mixer was really cool, you know, getting to earn that partnership and learning lots about streaming, that kind of stuff. It was a interesting experience, you know. So, I mean, they all got their pluses and minuses. Facebook had a little faster response time, as far as, you know, like if you ask a question and when I see it. Mixer had that faster than light technology. And of course there's people there that you don't see anymore here, and new people here, so that you know, you get to meet. So I guess that's a good thing too, right? New experiences and new trying to figure out all this stuff about Facebook out, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, House of Hydra here, we hung out on Mixer as well as Facebook. So that was cool. But a lot of people that you're used to seeing stream and stuff like that, and all that kind of, some of them disappeared altogether, some of them went who knows where, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, and then of course some of the people that used to hang out in the chat, you know, they don't hang out in the chat on Facebook or whatever. Maybe that's not their platform of choice, or maybe they're done with watching streams, who knows, right? But it's nice that Walter's back. Walter's was on Mixer too. Ultimately, I guess the people that didn't hang out anymore just got sick of me or something. Who knows? They're like, damn. And then they're like, then they quit watching streaming or something. Or maybe they're not into the game I'm into at this time, and maybe we'll see them, you know, again at some point in the future. Although I'd say that definitely it's different. They're different between Facebook and Mixer. A lot more people were streamers that watched on Mixer. So that's like a different, I don't know, almost like a different reason for watching, you know? You know, they're maybe watching for support or something like that. Whereas a lot of people on Facebook aren't really interested in streaming and just watch, check out the game or hang out or whatever, you know? But, you know, I figure everything happens for a reason, so Mixer closed down. And we wound up here. Unfortunately for whoever's watching this, we crossed paths. Make sure you follow if you want to keep crossing paths. There's a follow. Zachary, thank you for liking. And Whistle, thank you for following. Much appreciated. But yeah, you guys, it's always like, you know, one thing is keeps it interesting, you know, we're trying to learn new things all the time, right? Kind of a bummer starting right over from scratch, but you know, you're meeting new people and stuff all the time, so that's kind of cool. Hey, there's planes, guys, on the pedestals there. Although there's definitely, Facebook's fairly new in the streaming world. So hopefully they continue to grow and, you know, and then they become more and more solid, you know, as you know, what they do to offer streamers for tools and for all that stuff, as well as in general on the platform, you know, to make it interesting for people that are watching. If you ever have any feedback, things you think should be done, you know, I'm sure that Facebook Gaming wants to hear it. You can always tweet at them or something. Or, you know, I'm sure if you even leave it in chat rooms, like, you know, if you're a level up creator or whatever, you know, they read that stuff. $329 kilometers to go, guys. They played this song once today already, didn't they? Really watch where I'm going, eh? Look at that lake, man. And you'll have to go hang out on that lake? That'd be fun. I wonder one day we'll have like a holodeck like in Star Trek. That'd be kind of cool, eh? Go out to different things, you know? Be a detective like they did, or you could just hang out on the lake. Bo, thank you for following, much appreciated. We're having a good day. Looks like a nice little area, eh? Look at that. Bunch of boats. That's what the Okanagan looks like in British Columbia. If you want to see my Instagram, I actually have some pretty cool pictures on a houseboat. Not a houseboat, I don't know, some sort of boat cruise that was on the Okanagan Lake. I got invited to a party with What the Fast. If you want to see my affiliate link for What the Fast, you will find it in my video description. It helps to speed up your internet connection, like if you're playing certain games, you know, and you're playing with your friends from a long ways away on like a server that's a long ways away, then it might help a little bit. You can always try the free trial if you like, and then once you're done the free trial, if you take it off and you've noticed that it's way faster with it than without it, then you'll know if that server is right for you. It doesn't make much of a difference, and it was just a free trial. Anyway, this guy I know, he's the CEO for What the Fast. So I went on the boat party with him and his family and his employees of What the Fast. And you know, they had nice dinner, and you know, it was like pretty entertaining. Bria, thank you for liking. Deafening Clown, thank you for liking. And if you want to see pictures, it's in my Instagram. There's me and Rob is his name. He's the CEO of What the Fast. And you know, we hung out, and it was nice. I got some what the fast hat and stuff. But if you're a streamer and you want to promote what the fast because you like their product after trying it or whatever, there's also an affiliate link in there too in my video description. And I know the guy personally, so I know he makes a good product. You know, he really believes in it. So, and they have some employees that were getting awards for 10 years of service. So, you know, people don't hang around in a company for 10 years if it sucks. Well, I guess some people might, but you know, there's a lot of people in that field can literally get a job anywhere. So they, you know, those guys don't usually hang around if they don't have to. It's not a paid message or anything, but if you do click on and download the trial, or if you decide to keep the service afterwards, I do get an affiliate bonus. So I get paid like a little bit for you signing up, and if you decide to be an affiliate via my link, I also get a little bit of a bonus, as do you if you sign up anybody yourself later. But it's a cool service. Speaks for itself when, you know, they give you a free trial to try it out. You can actually see if it works for you. And they're constantly always working on it to make it better and stuff. So that's a cool thing. Uh-oh, driver Michaela couldn't find a job and had to return, so it cost us $4,000. A lot, Michaela, to not get back. Now, the game is called Euro Truck Simulator 2 on the PC. You drive your semi-truck around. We're delivering some stuff here. It is cars that we're delivering right now to Malmo in Sweden. So I got one of those car carrier trailers. Kind of see them in the mirror, but not very good. And then your loads change all the time. You just pick whatever you want. Grow your business. Alright, you guys, here we go. 150 kilometers to go. Getting there. We're getting there, Nabil. No, surprising, but we are. And these guys, this game is from 2012, but they're still working on it. They're working on it and improving things and adding expansions. Pretty cool. Come on, Jad. Thank you for liking. Hello, how are you? Hi back, Jad. Thank you for being here and thank you for liking. We are making deliveries. We're delivering some cars, man. You want a car? Meet me at the destination and we can slide one off the virtual trailer here. That'd be fun, eh? Take a ride on a brand new car. Right off the truck. And your favorite color? What's your favorite color? I don't know if I have all the colors on my truck, but you know. Good side view. There you go, eh? There's some views for you. That guy's carrying cars too over there, eh? Thank you for following. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. I really like you and James Bond. My favorite character, Q. Besides James himself, you know. James Bond's pretty cool. Really good movies. I got the whole series on DVD. Actually, I don't know if I have them all on DVD. I'm pretty sure I got most of them. I might have bought the last one digitally. Manjit, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Better slow down. There's some accident here or something. Oh, they caught a Lamborghini. There we go. We gotta keep on moving. There we go. Alright, you guys, if you like the music, you can get it for free on Facebook. You go to the Facebook Music. There's a Facebook Music library. You can download it if you want, or you can play it there if you want. Get whatever tunes you like. What you guys doing blocking my exit here anyway? Lame. I squeak past them. That guy's in. Car got wrecked right up, eh? Wrecked them. Nearly killed them. Hopefully that was the worst of it. Sure they appreciated it blocking it off, and then I just go past them anyway. I don't ever wanna see what I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me far away. Under the bridge one time. All right. Terry, thank you for following. Steven, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Alright, you guys. Steven, thank you for liking. Did I miss one? No, that was just one. Okay. Phew, don't want to miss anybody. Don't want to miss a thing. Whoa, I'll hit that. Alright. Zolani, thank you for liking. Oh, Steven's in $49.99 plus tax times 3. Did you do all 3? Holy crap. That's fast. How you doing, eh? How you doing? What'd you vote for? I think there's a 3-way tie again, man. 93%, 7% on one of them, and 31% on 3 of them. It'd be the tiebreaker there, maybe somebody. Your vote counts. Your birthday is Saturday. Well, happy birthday in advance. Or do you have anything planned or exciting? I don't know if you can do much in your area. You can't do a lot around here. But, you know, some areas are more open than others. They got stuff all locked down. You can only eat outside in patios and stuff. Oh crap, I put my trailer. Go. Hopefully either way it'll be a good birthday for you. That's funny that they let you. Are you sure our vote counts? Time to count for something. We're going deep sea fishing next month for my brother and my birthday. Nice. That's on the turn. Well, I mean, your vote counts in the aspect that you'd break the tiebreaker. I mean, it's pretty exciting if at the end of the stream, I read the one you voted for as being the winner, but in the grand scheme of life, I guess it doesn't count for much. I mean, it's not like you're deciding who's leading the country or something. Oh crap, red light. Or was it? It is red light. I just stopped just in time, I guess. Hopefully you get some big fish, eh? You don't run the red lights or anything? No, I got full rules on. I try not to. I don't like tickets. Yeah, we just made that one just in time. Some people turn off those rules, but I don't know. I have them all on. The most annoying ticket you can get, though, has to be when you leave your lights off. It's really hard to tell if your lights are on or off. Like, say at a time like this, I have my brights on right now. So I can tell they're on. Because of that little brights light, but I have a hard time telling otherwise. How's the weather in Canada this week? It's about 20 Celsius here at where I am anyway. You'll have to convert that, I'm afraid. Someone actually has the rule, all the people you watch don't and speed the whole time. I get a lot of speeding tickets, but, you know, I try not to. Maybe that's what makes me unique. When I say that, I mean unique, not eunuch. Alright. Let's flip around, eh? True, though, you don't see a lot of people with all the rules on. The damage is annoying as crap, though, I have to say. Because, you know, those NPCs will go right in your way sometimes. There we go. We got it first try. Excellent. Alright, you guys, that's awesome, isn't it? We made it. There are jobs here? There's lots of stuff, eh? Anything good? $65 for roof lights. Take that one. Something $65, those are usually hard to beat. Do you play much trucking too? Or do you keep the rules on? We'll see when Havoc gets it, if he keeps his rules on or not, eh? What do you think? Do you think he will? Right, he'll try with the rules for a bit and then turn them off. Of course there's a car coming. Gonna clip that yep. That car messed me up. Every car in the world has to come all of a sudden now, eh? You don't think he'll be Havoc Party? I don't think he'll be able to follow the rules. But tagging him in, I might push him to try it a couple times. We'll see if he does, eh? His wheels be coming in a bit. We'll see how patient he is with the rules on. And Ziafet, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Alright, gotta go left now. Got a double trailer this time. That's why I got stuck on the stupid fence edge there. Alright, let's go over here. I think they do that on purpose, you know, if you have like a long trailer, they naturally put cars in the middle. You know, we gotta do a whole loop around this traffic circle. I think he's gonna, I wonder if he'll try the first person because he's gonna have to deal with the long noses if he's doing American. Long noses cut a lot of your screen real estate off too. Although I suppose I got this like fence there on mine. Could be like looking at a long nose in a way, I guess. That's my rock chip guard in case, you know, my near perfect windshield ever gets a rock chip. This windshield looks like it came right out of the glass shop. We got a toll booth going up. I wonder how they knew it'd be 175. I never crossed the toll booth in a long time. That sweet lake, eh? How would you like to go boat in there? It's probably the sea, actually. It's looking bigger than a lake. We better gas up, eh? Well, someday. Leopoldo, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. $198. Hopefully we don't run across a cop. That's going to be a good ticket. Gotta look for cops. My truck's on cable going 90. Got a good hill going here. There we go. We're under the speed limit again. By the way, if you're new, thank you for being here, and don't forget to hit that follow button. It'd be super appreciated. Liking, sharing, mentioning your friend. You know, whatever you want to do. It all helps, dudes. Dudes and dudettes. Bring your significant other in here and that'd be fun. Hang out with them. Don't worry. They'll be so impressed. They'll always want to come back. Either that or they'll say, man, why do you watch this? They say that, don't listen to them, no. Alright. Gotta make a turn. They're like, this guy is driving a truck. That's a good reason. That's cool. Nice and relaxing. Chris, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Got that voice, can put you to sleep. Then I'll get excited about something, wake you up. Then I'll put you to sleep again. The most restless sleep that you've ever had. There we go, we made a turn. Then you could dream of trucking across Europe. I mean, what kind of awesomeness is that, eh? There's the Iron Giant. There's the Iron Giant in front of me here. Or I think it looks like Iron Giant. Not the dump truck, the other one that looks like a face, you know. Don't be mistaken. Look at that, we're passing that dude. Sure, we can get past Iron Giant here. They're just taking the ferry, eh? Maybe we're approaching another ferry. Right, Iron Giant, you're no match for me. If you ever watched the Iron Giant, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't watched the Iron Giant, you can put a heart or something. Or maybe vice versa, whatever you want. Any reaction's good. we're getting places. Crossing this bridge. I think we're gonna be making a left, guys. Oh. We gotta slow down a little bit. Getzer's where the ferry is. We're probably getting close to the ferry. Yeah, I'm getting to know the game, eh? I know where the ferry is. Hopefully we can make it before the guy starts yawning. Well, Getzer is a shorter ferry route, I think. Oh, there's the yawn. There's the ferry up ahead. I think this is where actually one time I slept in that gas station, and then in the morning I realized the ferry was right there. Yeah, our guy's kind of tired, but you know, we're almost there. You can yawn once or twice. Still on the boat. Look at that, there's a spot just for us. All those cars are waiting. We'll bud right in. See how rested up we are? Hopefully somewhat. Get these roof lights to where they need to be. It didn't really rest us up that much. We still have 440 to go. See, that's the thing, you know, I think going on that one ferry, you know, like if I show you guys here. So going on this route coming down, we turned here and then went down here onto this ferry and then went across. But it barely rested our guy up. However, if we had gone to Trelleborg, it'd be a 5-hour ferry, which is longer, and it recharges your batteries. So that saves you 7 hours. Because now, for me to get down to Berlin or wherever I'm going, Dresden, I'm gonna have to sleep in one of these gas stations or something here. And then that's 12 hours. So I think I established a better route. Although it doesn't automatically take you on that route, so you gotta mark it. As you can see, this one has only slightly recharged us. The other one would fully recharge us. And of course 5 hours is better than 12 hours, right? When we go to sleep, we're gonna sleep like 12 hours or whatever it is. Oh, what can you do, eh? You slightly recharged us, so that's good. Let's find a gas station. Alright, we're blocking the whole road, but we got a left turn coming up. What did I set this one for? Holy crap, look at all these trucks, eh? Almost at a red light now. Oh crap! Didn't see him. He's like just in the perfect spot. %1 damage. That's not too bad, though, I guess. There's candy left. Don't mind me while I open my candy. These are those guys that give you some space when you're going in. We are cruising. We're gonna make her. Uh-oh, there's construction or something going on up here. Oh, it's like a cough drop. Not really coughing, but when you're talking lots, I find it's kind of soothing on the throat, you know? Plus, you gotta use them up anyway, right? Starburst jelly beans, nice. I have yeah, on the mixer. I used to have some of those bean boozles. Like I used to go through boxes of those things. I don't know if you've ever had a bean boozle, but you know, it's like a bunch of jelly beans. Some of them taste good, and then some of them have the exact same colors. You know, are flavored like dog food and, you know, vomit and stuff like that. So if you want to see the reaction to one of those, you'd have to go back into my YouTube Mixer streams. Oh, there we go, $400 ticket. Nestor, thank you for following, much appreciated. Nestor was just in time for the speeding ticket. I used to do the Streamloots card, but a lot of that stuff isn't really compatible. Or, well, maybe it is now, but it wasn't compatible when I started on Facebook. It'd be kind of a pain in the butt with this driving thing, though, to do Streamloots, because you know, it's kind of tricky to get out of here, out of this rig. You know, because I pulled this metal stool up thing. James, thank you for sharing and liking. Much appreciated. You know, to go get a funny wig or whatever. What they need is some channel currency, you know. They'd be alright. There we go. Past this guy without hopefully hitting him. Vinod, thank you for for liking, much appreciated. And Van, thank you for following. We need to find ourselves a resting spot here so we can sleep. There's a gas station coming up. Flyabunga, thank you for liking, much appreciated. I wonder if that's enough clearance. Gas up. For that, imagine paying $1,000 for gas. I guess we're gonna have to drop the trailer off and then just pull a little bit ahead. There we go. Because I think it has to be lined up inside the lines. There we go. We didn't even take out the do not enter sign on the way out. 273 kilometers to go. Somebody got caught by the police. Thank you for liking, much appreciated. I saw your picture, Got. Almost there. 260 kilometers. Although you're in a big group of people, so I wasn't sure who you were in there, but it was awesome that you posted it. Alright guys, we're making a turn here. Van, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Thank you everybody who's liked, who's shared, who's followed. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Muchly appreciated. Eventually, you know, we're gonna have all of you saying muchly appreciated and a. So keep watching. I'll boot that. All right. You won't tell me? Okay. You know, I'm fine. It don't matter, you know. Honestly. Much appreciated. Nice that you posted a picture. It's fun. Fun that you did. Gives you that anonymity. Narrowed down to, like, you know, a group. Alright. You watched any other movie suggestions yet, Got? You seen The Fisher King or... Alan, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. I was watching this YouTube video. It's talking about the life of John Candy. It's this one guy that analyzes like different celebrities from a psychological perspective. And he was analyzing John Candy in this case. It's kind of interesting. Not his best analysis. There's been other ones that have been more interesting. You sleep a lot lately. Well, there you go. Well, you need your sleep for sure. What if we go straight? And then cross. That'll do something. Instead of going the main route, we'll just see what happens if we go down this side road. There's a gray road in the middle. I haven't watched any. I don't have time. Although I played a little bit of Tetris today. I was kicking back and relaxing. I guess, you know, I could have recorded it, but who wants to watch me play Tetris? Nobody. You know, Tetris. Ba 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 ba. Sure, you've heard of Tetris. Come on. Been around for years. Oh, we got another recruitment agency. Surprised there isn't a Tetris movie. Tetris was really famous on the what is it, the Game Boy back in the day. Is that how long it's been around? Like where you drop the shapes and you gotta make lines, and then you get 4 lines in a row. Can I post it on Discord? Well, I'm sure you could Google Tetris. You'll get 8 zillion results. Oh, you know it? Oh, okay. You know, you can mention the word Tetris to a lot of people, and they'll just start, that song will start in their head. But yeah, that one guy made that game, and it was a hit. Back in the day, everybody was playing that on their Game Boys. I think that came with it or something, I'm not sure. You played it? Well, there's a new version of Tetris out on Game Pass, so I was just trying it out. I was just relaxing. I'm sure if I had a Tetris stream, it'd have royal 0 people watching it. Maybe 1. Maybe you could show us and stream it. Yeah, I don't think that one would do very well. Not really an interesting story to it, you know, and it's kind of hard to talk to chat while you're playing it because it goes too fast. So it's not a great streaming game. You know, like how I can respond to your chat relatively quickly here. You know, on Tetris, you're just zoned right in the whole time, you know, for a few hours. The only thing is how Facebook works is it kind of, you know, it considers the reaction to your stream, right? So if nobody checks it out, then, you know, that can affect my stream after that. So, like, for example, 112 people are watching right now. You know, if I put on Tetris all of a sudden, then, you know, they'd be, like, pretty disappointed. They want to see the trucking game. That's why they came to this. As you even notice, when I play hockey, there's, like, way less people watching. Even you don't come to some of the games, like baseball, you know? So, you know, when you shift to a completely different genre like that, it can affect you. Affect a couple streams, actually. But, you know, if I enjoy a game enough, I'll play it no matter what, though. I don't know if Tetris qualifies for that, but... Well, why didn't you set your alarm? Just kidding. You need sleep, of course. It's nice that you watched the YouTube clip. If you watched it, at least that gives it some hours and views and whatever over there too, you know. If anybody wants to check out my YouTube clips, the link is in the video description. Oh, that guy hit my trailer, the jerk. Gave me a ticket too, and probably get charged the end. Actually, I took a part of the achievement from that, and I put that on the TikTok too. The achievement from the video before, the baseball video before, actually got like 1,000 views there. People liked watching me hit that home run achievement. Because the video before that, there's one video I have on trucking called something about a lineup, where the lineup of trucks are. And I got like 0 views on YouTube and 1 view on TikTok. And you know, on TikTok, it's hard to get under 100 views. So it's weird that that one just got 1 view. And it's like, I guess people aren't interested in the longest NPC lineup of trucks ever. Because that was one heck of an impressive long lineup. But there's one called the longest line or something like that. Didn't get views on either of the other platforms. Interesting how the internet works sometimes, you know. She, thank you for following, much appreciated. We got 92 kilometers to go, guys. We're almost there. YouTube, the MLB. Yeah, I'd have to, if I wanted to do Tetris, I'd have to set up an alternative streaming platform and do that on Twitch or something like that. Because Twitch is non-algorithmic. So it wouldn't matter if nobody watched it. But I'm probably not gonna bother streaming Tetris. Then you'll see how bad at Tetris I am. It'll be like this. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Bunga, thank you for following, much appreciated. Although they're talking about doing some more variety stuff eventually. If they can fix it so that the algorithms work with variety, then maybe we'll see more different games on a daily basis rather than, you know, doing blocks. Because originally when I started streaming, I was doing one game. It'd be like once a week and switching each day, so I was playing 7 different games at once. What's my highest score? I have no idea. Yeah, the new Tetris, it splits it up. You do 30 lines, then you move on to the next level. And it's got all these sound effects and motions. That's another reason I don't think it would work well on Facebook. There's lots of songs in it. And the songs are kind of part of the game. But I have a feeling they'd be... Did I miss the turn? I have a feeling the songs would kind of mess up, you know, YouTube or Facebook shut it down because of DMCA. All these things about streaming them, you know. Gotta follow all the rules. There we go. We got 17 kilometers to go. Do you have Arby's there, Got? I had an Arby's turkey club sandwich today. It was pretty yummy. I mean, you know, a turkey sandwich. I mean, who doesn't like turkey sandwiches, right? Oh, well, there you go. I found a chain not there. It's not a Canadian chain, it's an American chain, I'm pretty sure. Turkey's expensive. At Arby's it isn't. Cheaper to go to Arby's than Wendy's. Look at that, I'm almost at my home base. My home base is just right there on the corner. This where I go? Probably, eh? I want it over here. MGD, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Excellent. King of the road. Anything good? Nah. Special there. Get 940,000 bucks to buy a garage. See, my garage is right there. I'm right there in that town. I started in Dresden today too. I don't know why. It must have updated some content or something. Where do we want to go, Got? Where does it look like there's not very many green dots? Down here. Lots of places in Germany, eh? Look at them all. Go there. One more. 180 plus 400. Well, you didn't say anything, so I'll just guess randomly. Hanover. How about Hanover? Any place will do? Okay. Okay, well, Hanover was one of them. That was one of them. Amar, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. And down here was one. Now we gotta hire some drivers. See who we got. Naomi looks pretty qualified. Donald looks pretty qualified. Look at this guy's mustache, eh? That was distracting. The shortest trip. We want them to have longer trips, actually. Makes more money. This is the character I used in American Truck. When did they ever gain skills? Right, Naomi, I think. Put her down here. It's thank you for following, much appreciated. Everybody's out of order now because I hired driver right at the beginning of it all. It's been Hanover, I guess. Maybe Maximilian might be next year. Where was that last place I'd picked? I don't remember where it was now. Italy? There we go. How do you pick which drivers? It shows the skills they have already. So, you know, I think that these ones are good. This first three are the better ones, and this glass one's good. So I just pick what looks like it would be good, and then it shows how much you pay them per delivery. In the end, I don't think it matters too much, but I mean, you know, if somebody has long distance, it saves from training them up a long distance. So that one guy had this one, and that one. This guy's not as good because this one's not very valuable. But these two aren't bad. Steve, thank you for following. Much appreciated. So I don't know. In the end, I'm going to hire them all probably. See, these ones are a bit cheaper, some of them. 1020 versus 366 and 1050. But they're not as skilled, right? He only has 2 dots rather than 3. And their dots are these are time deliveries and important deliveries. You like his mustache, eh? Burial, thank you for following, much appreciated. Go to driver manager and just put their skills, their training onto long distance because that makes more money. And then if their long distance is full, then I want to switch them to back to balanced. That guy's balanced. And I grow my mustache, it'll take me a while. I don't know where the faces of these guys come from. If it's like GoFundMe or their crew or something, who knows, right? See, she's got full long distance, and now I can switch her to balanced. That just means that her training will get split between all of the ones. These guys are getting trained up. They've been working for me for a while. They make good money. He's making $8,000 a day for me. Here's my guy. It looks like real people, but I mean, you can go to Google and you can get a generated photo. You know, like there's, you know, an AI makes up a photo of a person and it looks real. So they might be just generated, I don't know. But I gotta work tomorrow, guys. Need to be rested, so I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you everybody for being here. Let's go over the poll result. If you haven't followed yet, it'd be appreciated if you did. And of course, if you want to be alerted, type exclamation notify. But the poll results are 39% chose butterfly doors. Those are the ones like the McLaren. So those are the ones that go like a Lamborghini, go straight up. Those are the ones that kind of go straight up and like that. Lamborghinis are scissor doors. Gullwing doors are like the ones that are like wings. And swan doors are like normal doors, except for as you open them, they go like up a bit. So there you go. Butterfly doors, 39%. Gullwing and scissors with 28% each. And 6% for swan doors. So that is the results. And I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you for sharing your audience with me. For those that have done that, thanks for sharing the stream. Thank you for liking, for all that stuff. Anything that you've done at all, thank you so much. And we hopefully will see you again soon. 7 o'clock Pacific time is when I stream every day. So that is approximately 3 hours and a half ago. So, you know, feel free to stop in and say hey, no matter what I'm doing. And thank you again for being here, and hopefully we'll see you again in the near future. Butterfly doors look beauty. Yeah, they're nice. They're all nice. They're all very sporty cars. Welcome, good night. Sleep tight. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here and stopping in. And like I said, hopefully we'll see you again soon. And if you're watching after the fact, hitting like, hitting share, and follow still helps a ton. And of course, if you want to check out my YouTube, go to the link in the video description. Have a good night.